It's the Vegas Voice. Scams, schemes, and senior safety. Everything you need to know to avoid becoming a target of elder scams. Now, here's your host, the publisher of the Vegas Voice, Dan Roberts.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Vegas Voice segment of Scams, Schemes, and Senior Safety. I'm your host, Dan Roberts, and our goal is to inform you of all the bad things that surrounds our lives when we answer the telephone. Well, the good news is that I'm fully vaccinated against the coronavirus, and like many of you, couldn't wait to get outdoors and get our lives back to normal. The bad news is that here in Vegas, the daytime temperature is 115 degrees. It may not be hot as hell, but it's awfully close. Since we can't do anything about the weather, once again, I'm back checking my emails, and I received 2 this week that demonstrate the scammers are still out there. The first one was from Chase Bank, telling me that due to suspicious activity, my account was placed on a temporary hold. I would need to sign in at the bottom of the email to receive and resolve the situation. I know it was a scam for 2 reasons. Take a look at the sender. You really think it was from someone at Chase Bank? But the real giveaway, I don't have a Chase Bank account. What do? Delete, delete, and delete. Scam number 2 was also pretty interesting. The sender claimed to be from PayPal, and they were protecting me by questioning a transaction of $531. In order to cancel such transaction, I needed to call the 800 number provided. I have to admit, it sure looked legit. After all, it had the PayPal logo, and it even provided an 800 number. Now, as my Ronnie can attest, I have no life. And in the interest of journalistic investigation, I called the 800 number. I spoke with some guy with a very thick foreign accent. By the way, he said his name was John, but I doubt that was his real name. Anyway, John told me not to worry. He will reverse the transaction. He then asked for my full name, date of birth, and, wait for it, my social security number. When I told this wacky packy that it sure smells suspicious, he responded that I should have no concerns since everything would be on a secure server. And then it hit me. I don't even have a PayPal account. The more he asked, the more I replied with some colorful Bronx expressions as for where he can engage in lovemaking. Needless to say, the conversation was over. What's the moral of this story? What should you do when you get that email or telephone call? The answer is easy. Delete those emails and hang up the phone, and hang up the phone. And have no concerns of being rude. Believe me, John wasn't insulted. After all, he's used to it. Any questions or concerns? Feel free to email me at the below address. We'll have more scams in future segments. Until then, this is Dan Roberts, hoping that everyone stays safe, be smart, and to always slam those scams.